What a week, everybody. Just wow, right? We had that big old high pressure system that sat over us, creating the heat dome. Temperatures got up to 100 degrees on Wednesday, feeling like 110. Oh yeah, and then you had those serious storms. There was also a big time storm right around Cornelius in the northern part of Mecklenburg County yesterday. So yeah, we've been all over the place. And then we were just talking about the severe weather that was happening all over the country. Yeah, it has not been a boring week to say the least, but I'm happy to say that this graphic, as I pretty much showed you each and every day, is trending in a much better direction. I think at max, the hottest you're going to feel today is 100 degrees. That's still significant. And a couple of weeks ago, you're going to, oh no, it's going to feel like 100. No, but we put it in perspective because realistically, we're going to be feeling like this for the really overall average for this afternoon. So we're getting into the lower 90s, feeling like the mid to the upper 90s, but then we will have a chance just to touch that 100-degree point. Same thing on Sunday, and after that, this is kind of business as usual that you expect this time of the year. So check out where we've been. We had 98, 100, and that cloud cover actually stunted our temperature growth yesterday, so we only got up to 93 degrees. So that's nice. We're going to do that again. So if yesterday was bearable, today is going to be very similar. However, today, I think might just feel a little bit more on the humid side. It's 74 right now. It's about 2 degrees warmer than what we had yesterday at this hour, and still a dew point around 70. Now let's talk about where we're going as far as our real feel. I think as early as 1 o'clock, we're feeling like the lower 90s, but the reason why this is so much better, if you recall, it was at 9 o'clock on that day that we hit 110. It was already feeling like 99 degrees, and it was feeling like 100 to close out the morning. We're not even close to that by 1 p.m., so a much better forecast. But check out our rain chances. We are really starting to see a much better trend as far as rain goes on Tuesday. Tuesday, I think rain is going to be most likely in the near term, but we're still going to have some scattered to isolated storm chances also popping up. So let's start with today. If you're watching from the mountains, you have a different forecast than the rest of us. Realistically, you could have a shower developing as early as 11, but you're seeing storms really starting to jump on and off between about noon to 3 o'clock. That looks to be your best threshold. The rest of the Charlotte area seeing an isolated storm right around, I would say, 2 to 4, but I think it's a better chance really after 4 to 8 o'clock. But this coverage is far, far less than what we saw yesterday. As for your Saturday, same thing goes. Right around 2 o'clock, you have the storm starting to fire up, so you can do really anything beforehand, and it's going to be just fine and dandy. I want to show you your 10-day forecast. Dancing in the lower 90s in the near term, even 88 degrees on Wednesday before we see that warm up back to the mid 90s. I'll have more in your full 7.